him by baptism into death, that like as Christ, Yahweh Mashiach, was raised up from the dead by the glory of the Father, even so we also should walk in newness of life. For if we have been planted together in the likeness of his death, we shall be also in the likeness of his resurrection.
So that scripture is letting you know, you're not supposed to be having excuses to sin. Like Ak was saying, dealing with niggas in the world, when you're scolding them about their wickedness, they'll try to give any justification they can, which is wicked. They want to wiggle their way out of it. They're not trying to hear it. That scripture's telling you the same thing. You're not supposed to let scripture be the reason. I mean, you're not supposed to let grace be the reason for sin. The only person, well, not the only person, but who I can think of off the top of my head, who got well, he really didn't get away with it, but King David. He didn't get away with committing that adultery, but he didn't get put to death for it. The scriptures say, you have to kill those who commit adultery. But that first child that he had died, and then also Absalom got killed. So those are two different forms of punishment. He himself didn't get put through with a spear, but because also like that scripture was saying, if we're those chosen men, we'll rise up with Yahweh Shai. So that's the reward of staying away from these people, from staying away of doing the things that these people do.
The scripture says, shall we sin that grace may abound? Because you got people that are in the world that believe that it doesn't matter what manner of sin that they sin. We're under grace. They will say that we're not under the law, we're under grace. But when you read 1 John 3 and 4, it says that sin is the transgression of the law. So you still have to keep the law to the best of your ability. Just because we're under grace, that doesn't mean that you can sin. That doesn't mean that you can go and commit adultery. That doesn't mean that you can steal. That doesn't mean that you can bear false witness. That doesn't mean that you can murder somebody. You still have to keep the laws to the best of your ability, but you have to have faith as well.
This is Romans 3 and 31. Do we then make void the law through faith? God forbid. Yea, we establish the law.
Get that one in James for the precept for it. It said, do we make a void? What's it? Make void the law. Yep. Yeah. You don't use faith to make void the law. Like the scripture just said. There's no excuses. About to get it. Find that.
Yeah, because you have to have faith, and you also had to keep the word of the Lord, and that's faith in itself. And in these day and ages that we're living in now, to believe on the word of the Lord that is true, that's faith. To believe on Yahweh that is true, to keep His holy word. Yahweh Shai said, to love the Father with your whole heart, mind, body, and soul, and to love your neighbor the same. On these two things hang all of the laws of the prophets.
This is James 2 and 18. Yea, a man may say, Thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by thy works. Salaki. And I will show thee my faith by my works.
So faith alone isn't good enough, and work alone isn't good enough. You need a combination of both. You need a mix of both. That's what that looks good on your slide. That shows that you're diligent. When you have faith and works put together. Not only are you coming out here prophesying, but you're going home and reading. Not only are you reading, but you're trying to learn a little bit of the Hebrew. Not only are you learning a little bit of the Hebrew, but you're actually being brotherly towards brothers. You're not being a nigga. You can get that out.
Let's grab it in here. Matthew chapter 23, verse 3. Bear with me 1 minute. Matthew chapter 23, verse 3, and it reads, It says, all therefore, whatsoever they bid you observe.
This was your house talking, right? Okay.
All therefore, whatsoever they bid you observe, that observe and do, but do not ye after their works, for they say and do not.
This was your house he was talking to his disciples, wasn't it? Yeah, you know, because he was letting them know how to be like during those times. He talking about the
They were being hypocrites, basically. And what was going on is that they were telling people to come to the law, and it's about doing the law and all of this, but they themselves weren't doing it. So that's why Yahweh Shah told them what they're saying is righteous, but they're not doing it. So don't do what they're doing by saying righteous things and not uphold it.
You gotta actually do the works. You know, going back to James, it's not just enough to say to say don't eat pork. You know, and then
you eat pork.
You got the biggest hot dog in your fucking refrigerator. You know, you come out here, you eat vegan. No, you eating vegan or something with the brothers or something, and you go home all alone and shit. And you got a hot dog about 10 feet long. You still working on. You know,
go to the car and pull out a bag of barbecue pork rinds.
And some pork jerky. Some bacon strips.
Yeah. It don't even sound like it tastes good.
Yeah, it don't even sound right.
You got some
Yeah. That's like Nate. Nate.
Oh, sorry. You said like who? Like Nate?
Nate, yeah.
Yeah.
They're Pharisees.
Like Nate, you know. They all about the law. Law. They the law. They the front man. They the poster boys of the law and shit. Standing
I am the law.
Like this and shit. And all they pictures hitting the side poles. But then when you look at them, when they're the way they do things, because me and Ak, we watched the video. They had a fucking wedding. They got this bitch's face all clear, her hair's all out in the open. The scriptures say a woman's hair's supposed to be covered.
Right.
You know, and then y'all was doing Esau's marriage. Y'all had the father come walk her down the aisle,
Nate
straight
walked her
line
down
and
the
shit.
aisle.
Had the pastor standing right here. You know, you say, like the scripture said, they telling you to do as they say. They tell them to do the law, but don't do as they do. Don't be doing no actual fucking marriage out here. What the hell is wrong with you people, man? Out here, get that straight.
I got a little precept. This is Jeremiah 6:16. Thus saith Yahweh, stand ye in the ways and see and ask for the old paths. Where is the good way?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, what's the old paths? You know, the old paths that Abraham kept, Isaac kept, Jacob kept. These scriptures, the commandments that was passed down to them. You know?
And walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein.
Now this is our people. This is what the niggas said. And even us in our past life when we was probably going off. This is the bullshit that we all got into. Instead of following the laws and having peace and rest, this is what happened.
Also I say, Salaki, also I set watchmen over you, saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet. But they said, we will not hearken.
They said, we will not hearken. Those the watchmen. Those are the prophets. You know, the watchman was anybody that was giving out the word of the Lord. You know, Ezekiel, Isaiah, Micah, Malachi, all of them was coming. Get right, Israel, get right. Y'all stop sinning. Stop doing this. Stop doing that. Keep going.
Therefore hear, ye nations, and know, O congregation, what is among them. Hear, O earth, behold, I will bring evil among this people, even the fruit of their thoughts.
Even the fruit of their thoughts. And everything of evil is going to hit you in every way. You know, keep going.
Because they have not hearkened unto my words, nor to my law, but rejected it.
Because they didn't hearken. Because they wanted to talk that shit. Because they wanted to backbite. Because they wanted to make little slick remarks when the prophets was talking. Because they wanted to beat on the prophets. They wanted to lock, I think it was Isaiah. Was it Isaiah or Jeremiah up in a dungeon? Jeremiah, they wanted to lock us in dungeons. You know, they wanted to smite us in the mouth. You know, wanted to persecute us unwrongfully.
And the scripture said that the blood of all of the prophets that you slayed upon the earth shall come upon you. It mentions all the way from the time of Abel, all the way into the time of Zechariah, who you slew by the altar, all the way up into this time now. You know that the blood of all of the prophets that have been murdered upon the earth are going to come upon the generation of Israelites. You know?
All the prophets got done in by their own people. You know? And we'd be prophesying against other kingdoms. Our own people will still do us in. You know? Like damn. That's how wicked our people are.
It's evident today. Yeah. We'll be talking about the so-called white man out here, and then the MB and the simple ass Jake will get mad at us. They'll be out here taking the white man's side.
Try to swing on us.
Niggas like that in the day, in the hour when the Most High judges this place, they're gonna be fucking shanked with the 10-foot machete, man.
That's right. They gonna feel it too. It's gonna bust through their spinal cord.
Because the scripture says those that be joined into them shall be thrust through.
That's right. When you see these so-called Jakes, I just like calling them niggas. I don't even like calling them Israelites. When you see them walking with Esau hand in hand and shit, or even a Jake man and an Edomite woman, even though that says heathen woman, but they be loving them and shit. You know, they'll kill a nigga. Yeah, they'll kill one of their own brethren for Edomite bitch. I was watching the Bay Brothers, down in the GMS Bay Brothers. They was prophesying. They happened to be talking about Esau, and a Jake was holding his Edomite woman's hand, walking down the street, and they thought that he thought that the brother said something about his woman. So Nick let go of her hand, tried to stand up in front of like 8 brothers trying to fight him. You know? Like you'd have got murdered. Not murdered. You'd have got killed righteously through the Spirit. You know, that's how wicked our people are. They'll have a conglomerate to come and destroy us when what we're doing is for their benefit. Us coming out here prophesying benefits the whole nation of Israel. It doesn't benefit Esau. Us coming out here, this is a problem for him. This is why these cops drive up and down. This is why people take pictures of us. That's why people throw shit at us. That's why they curse at us, flip us off, spit at us. Alright, that's why our family hates our guts. What we come out here and do is good for us. Alright, and it's good for them, but they still hate us. 2/3 have to go. There's something wrong with them. You got something else?
Hey, they said they wasn't gonna eat. They killed Paul.
Yeah.
They said they wasn't gonna
somebody
eat.
get that and ask?
They wasn't gonna eat.
Somebody get that? Yeah. Some 2/3 niggas made a pact. They wasn't gonna eat. They wasn't gonna eat. They wasn't gonna. They were not gonna eat or drink.
Yeah, see, that's evil.
until they killed Paul, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Paul. It was Paul.
And then Paul got away.
Yeah.
So now what? So I wonder what happened to them dudes. I would say
they keep it. They keep it.
You know, fuck it.
Right.
He goes, man.
Right. I'm gonna go eat. He gone now.
You know, if they was really about it, you know, they would have really. They'd have did some
hunted his ass.
Yeah, or they would have did some samurai shit and murked themselves.
Yeah.
You know, they would have sat down. They'd be like, damn, he gone. Okay, I made a vow. Then one of them, but hey, that's why the scriptures say don't make vows, you know, like that. Don't accustom yourself to swearing on the name of the Most High, because hey,
Paul got away.
What happened to them? You know?
Stupid ass nigga.
You getting that on?
Okay. What you have? Steven. You got John,
Peter,
you got Exile,
Yeah, all of the apostles,
Peter, all of them, they all suffered. You know, they suffered atrocities from the hand of majority our people, but as well as the beasts too. You know, the Romans, the other nations as well. I'm pretty sure you had some other heathens, what you call insignificance, as I call the other nations, because it's all about Jake and Esau, the insignificance. You know, they probably was fucking with us too as well. You know.
Hey, 70 AD, fucking Jake, it was a fucking Judite.
Oh yeah.
Alexander Tiberius. Yeah. Apostle Ramla brings that out.
A traitor nigga.